Okay guys, so hopefully this will be simple enough, and if not, then ask me your questions. Basically, what we're going to do for those of us that are going to record for the channel, what you need to do is you'll go to this website, and I'll put the link in the description, and you need to install this software, the Voicemeeter, and this, the audio cable. And so the Voicemeeter, you come down here, eventually to the link, and you download Voicemeeter. Or you can do the zip package or the exe, whichever. Um, exe is easier for me. And then the virtual audio cable, same thing. You don't need the hi-fi cable, just the VB cable. And so you come down here, you download it, and then once you have those, you will open up Voicemeeter, and it looks like this. And what you're gonna do is, once you have the cable and Voicemeeter installed, so when you open up Voicemeeter, it'll look like this. You want to find hardware input, and then you will click on whatever is selected. It'll be your default recording device, and you can leave that as it is, or select a different microphone if you want to use a different one. And then you're going to come to hardware input, and this is where it gets kind of weird. So when you install the cable, you will get these things. You'll get a cable output, a cable input, and then you will get these VB audio Voicemeeter VIO files, which are kind of complicated. But what all you need to do is find this WDM cable output, parentheses VB audio virtual cable, end parentheses. You need to find that, select that for your hardware input number 2. And then virtual input will be defaulted to the VIO, and that's good. That's as it should be. And then you come over here, and you want this to be your headset. So whatever device you're using to generate sound into your ears, I guess, select that. So I have my HyperX headset earphone. And then what you want to do, you want to make sure that you only have B selected on hardware input 1, only B. All right. Hardware input 2, only A. And then virtual input, both selected. And pretty much just make sure your settings match mine. We want to have our audio at the same level. And basically what this does is it separates it takes the sounds that are being played through your headset and cuts them up into 2 different audio files. The sounds of the game, and then the sounds of TeamSpeak. And so that's the other program you're going to want to edit. When you go to TeamSpeak, all right, TeamSpeak, you go to your settings, options, you go to playback, and you want to have the cable input VB audio or virtual cable, all right, as your playback device. And then you want to test it. And if you can actually hear sound, you can also see the sound bar over here. You'll see it move when I play the test sound. That means the cable is hooked up properly and it's working as it should. And then capture, as far as sound, that's just your default microphone again. That's fine. But yeah, so you want to make sure it's the virtual audio cable. Go ahead and close that out. And so now I'll finish my explanation. What we're doing is separating TeamSpeak from your game sounds, because we have a way of recording all of what we are saying. We are going to record through TeamSpeak, so we all have basically the same audio quality and volume level. But if we just have that audio, then we're not going to hear any of the stuff that's going on in the game. And so one of the problems became, if we record audio and video, then each person's audio will be one file that has both the game sounds and TeamSpeak in it. And what happens then is we're going to have our microphones recorded through TeamSpeak. So if we have that audio track going, and then you have TeamSpeak again mixed in with your game sounds, then it'll sound kind of bad. They'll overlap, and we don't want that. So what we are doing with this program, with this software, is separating game sounds from TeamSpeak. And so you will only record game sounds. All right. And so the next step, you're going to install OBS, and I'll put a link for that as well. And I don't know if I can open it up a second time while I'm recording with it. I can! Perfect. Okay, it's just an infinite window here. All right. That's great. Okay. So what we're going to do, um, we're gonna look at some settings here. And so mine is set up. You need to, you can call it whatever you want. I have it set up to record CSGO, but it doesn't really matter. You add, I think you only need display capture, but I added game capture because I don't really understand OBS all that well, and I wanted to make sure that you could capture the video. And then what we're going to do is you're going to go into settings for your microphone. You just use your default microphone again. But for desktop audio, you want to open it up and change whatever it is you want to change it so you get Voicemeeter input VB audio Voicemeeter VIO. That's what you want to have as your input. I don't know why this is selected. It doesn't matter. But you need to have this as your audio device. And then when we're about to record, I have my microphone unmuted right now because I'm using it for this tutorial. But when we record as a group, we're going to record our microphones through TeamSpeak, and so you will mute your mic by hitting this button. All right. And it will only record desktop audio, but it'll use the cable that only records game sound. And so what we have achieved here is this program, OBS, will record the video and it will record game sounds, and that's it. And so we will have your unique perspective visually and um, verbally. We'll have your unique picture and sound. And because we only have one video track and one audio track, it will be a smaller file. So as far as sending it to Tiffany to edit or whatever, that'll be easier. Um, so yeah, that's basically it. And then as far as settings, you can go in, go to video, make sure common FPS values, record at 60. It'll look better. It might impact your gameplay, but only by a little bit is what I tested this already, and I'm recording with these settings right now. So record at 60. That'll give us a nice quality video. Audio, again, these settings will automatically update when you change them out here, so don't worry about that. And then as far as hotkeys, start recording, stop recording. Choose whatever key is easiest for you that you can remember. I use F9 just because that's what I've always used. And yeah, that's about it. You guys got further questions? Let me know. I'm gonna go ahead and edit up this video and put it on my channel and link it to you guys with all the information, all the links that you need to install this software. And that's about it. Hope this made it easier.